In the quaint village of Willowbrook, nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river that whispered secrets to the willows along its banks, lived a young boy named Timmy. At 8 years old, Timmy possessed an imagination as vast as the sky above his family's cozy cottage. He spent his days constructing elaborate forts from fallen branches and old blankets, where he imagined himself as a valiant knight battling imaginary dragons. His drawings filled notebooks with colorful sketches of flying machines and underwater cities, each one a testament to his boundless creativity. Yet, when the school bell rang for mathematics class, Timmy's spirit dimmed like a candle in the wind. Numbers, with their rigid lines and unyielding rules, seemed to mock his free-spirited mind. Fractions twisted like riddles he could not unravel, multiplication tables loomed like insurmountable mountains, and word problems tangled his thoughts into knots. Timmy's classroom, under the watchful eye of the kind-hearted Mrs. Evergreen, was a room alive with the chatter of 20 eager students. Posters of famous mathematicians adorned the walls, their stern faces promising that numbers held the key to the universe's mysteries. But for Timmy, seated at the back with his best friend Lena, a girl with braids like twisted vines and a laugh that echoed like birdsong math, was a puzzle with missing pieces. Lena, who excelled at spotting patterns in the clouds, often leaned over during lessons to whisper hints. "Think of it like sharing cookies, Timmy," she would say. "If you have 12 cookies for 3 friends, each gets 4. Easy as pie." Yet even her encouragement could not bridge the gap between Timmy's dreams and the stark reality of equations on the chalkboard. One crisp autumn evening, as the sun dipped below the hills in a blaze of orange and gold, Timmy returned home from school with a heavy backpack and an even heavier heart. His latest math quiz, marked with red ink like battle scars, lay crumpled at the bottom of his bag. A score of 62 out of 100 stared back at him accusingly. "I just don't get it," he confided to his mother. Mrs. Willow, as she stirred a pot of vegetable soup in their warm kitchen, the aroma of carrots and herbs filled the air, a comforting embrace against the chill seeping through the windows. Mrs. Willow, a librarian with glasses perched on the tip of her nose and a collection of adventure novels on every shelf, set down her spoon and knelt to Timmy's level. Her eyes, soft and understanding, met his. "Mathematics is like any great adventure, my dear," she said gently. "It requires a trusty map and a guide who knows the terrain. Perhaps it's time we found you one." From her apron pocket, she produced a sleek tablet, its screen glowing faintly like a captured firefly. "This is MathWhiz, an artificial intelligence tutor designed especially for young explorers like you. It's not just a program, it's a companion that learns with you, adapts to your pace, and turns numbers into stories." Timmy eyed the device with a mix of skepticism and intrigue. Artificial intelligence sounded like something from his science fiction books machines that thought and spoke like humans. Could such a thing truly tame the wild beasts of math? With a tentative tap, the screen awakened, and a cheerful voice emanated from hidden speakers. "Greetings, Timmy. I am MathWhiz, your personal guide to the kingdom of numbers. Together, we shall embark on quests that will make equations your allies and problems your triumphs. What shall we conquer first?" The words hung in the air like a challenge. Timmy glanced at his quiz, then back at the tablet. "Fractions," he declared, his voice steadier than he felt. "They're the worst!" MathWhiz responded without a hint of judgment, its digital interface blooming into a vibrant landscape. Gone was the plain worksheet. In its place appeared a bustling medieval marketplace in the heart of the kingdom of numbers. Cobblestone streets wound between stalls laden with shimmering gems, each one representing a numerical value. Merchants with faces like friendly owls hawked their wares. "Half a loaf for the traveler, a quarter of a treasure chest for the bold." At the center stood a grand castle, its towers etched with symbols 1/2, 1/4, 3/8 guarding the secrets of division. "Welcome to Fraction Fair, Timmy," MathWhiz narrated. its voice warm and inviting, like a storyteller by a fireside. In this realm, fractions are not foes, but tools for fairness and fun. Imagine you are Sir Timmy, the Knight of Shares, tasked with distributing the king's banquet equally among his guests. If the king has 4 apple pies and invites 8 knights, how much pie does each receive? Timmy furrowed his brow, the familiar knot of confusion tightening. 1 whole pie for 2 knights? So, half a pie each? He spoke hesitantly, half expecting rebuke. Precisely! MathWhiz exclaimed, and the screen erupted in a cascade of confetti pixels. A pie materialized before Sir Timmy's animated avatar, slicing itself neatly into 8 equal wedges. 4 wedges filled with golden apple filling glowed to represent the whole, then halved visually before his eyes. You see, 4 pies divided by 8 knights equals 1/2 per knight. We visualized it, no guesswork, just clarity. Emboldened, Timmy leaned in. The AI, sensing his budding confidence, wove the lesson into a game. Sir Timmy now roamed the fair, bartering with quirky characters. A fox merchant offering thirds of a enchanted carrot. For speed in your quests, a wise old turtle peddling quarters of a magical shield to guard against uneven shares. Each transaction required Timmy to calculate portions, with MathWhiz providing gentle nudges hints that appeared as glowing scrolls if he faltered. Recall the pie, Timmy. Wholes divided into equal parts. What if we have 3 carrots for 9 bunnies? 1/3 each, Timmy ventured, and the bunnies hopped joyfully across the screen, each clutching a perfect third. A progress bar, shaped like a knight's sword, inched forward, unlocking a new level. The bridge of equivalence, where 1/2 transformed into 2/4 and 3/6 before his astonished gaze. As the evening deepened, the kitchen clock chiming 8 times, Timmy's frustration melted into fascination. MathWhiz did not merely drill facts. It adapted to his learning style, a drawing from his profile updated in real time based on his responses to infuse lessons with elements of his passions. Dragons appeared as fraction hoarders, demanding shares of their fiery treasures, and Timmy's sketched flying machines required calculating fuel loads in halves and quarters. You're not just solving problems, MathWhiz encouraged. You're building wings for your dreams. The next morning at school, Timmy arrived with a secret spark in his eye. During recess, he confided in Lena by the old oak tree, its branches heavy with acorns like forgotten coins. Lena, you have to try this. MathWhiz turned fractions into a quest. I got the pie one right last night. Lena's eyes widened like saucers. A quest? With knights? Tell me everything. As Timmy recounted the marketplace adventure, other classmates gathered, drawn by the excitement. Whispers of AI tutor rippled through the group, and by lunchtime, Mrs. Evergreen had approved a class trial of MathWhiz for those who wished. That afternoon's lesson on multiplication proved Timmy's turning point. The classroom hummed with the usual murmur as Mrs. Evergreen wrote arrays on the board. Rows of apples in neat grids. Timmy's hand shot up for the first time, his voice clear. It's like grouping the king's soldiers. 4 rows of 3 knights make 12 in total. The class fell silent, then erupted in applause. Mrs. Evergreen smiled, her chalk pausing mid-air. Well done, Timmy. It seems you found your map to the kingdom. Word of Timmy's transformation spread through Willowbrook like wildfire through dry leaves. At dinner that week, his father, Mr. Willow, a carpenter who measured wood with the precision of a poet, listened intently as Timmy described the AI's adaptive magic. It knows when I'm stuck and changes the story. Last night, we built a bridge with decimals tenths, like tiny stones fitting perfectly. Inspired, Mr. Willow crafted a wooden stand for the tablet, engraved with swirling numbers that resembled vines. For the young mathematician in our midst, he said, ruffling Timmy's hair. But the true test loomed. The annual Math Quest, a village-wide competition where children from all schools tackled challenges in teams, from basic sums to clever puzzles. Willowbrook's team, the Willow Warriors, included Timmy and Lena, along with shy Oliver, who feared geometry, and bold Mia, a whiz at subtraction but wary of word problems. Their first practice session in the school library was chaotic papers scattered like fallen leaves, groans echoing off the bookshelves. "Team, we need a strategy," Lena declared, pounding the table like a general. "Timmy, your MathWhiz, can it help us all?" Timmy nodded, pulling out the tablet. MathWhiz greeted the group with a flourish. "Hail, Willow Warriors! I am at your service. Let us form a council of numbers." The screen expanded into a shared realm, assigning each child a role in a grand tale. Timmy as the fraction forger, Lena the pattern pathfinder, Oliver the shape sentinel, and Mia the sum slayer. They dove into a simulated quest, a treasure hunt through the Number Mountains, where multiplication avalanches threatened to bury paths unless calculated correctly. For Oliver, who quivered at angles, MathWhiz conjured geometric gardens where shapes bloomed like flowers. See how a triangle sides form a sturdy stem? Measure its perimeter. Base of 5, sides of 4, each 13 units strong. Oliver traced the lines with his finger, the fear ebbing as polygons danced in harmony. Mia's word problems, once cryptic scrolls, became dialogues with quirky villagers. The baker needs 24 loaves for the festival, but her oven bakes 6 at a time. How many batches? MathWhiz voiced the baker with a jolly accent, turning abstraction into conversation. Mia solved it in minutes. 4 batches. As the sun set on their practice, casting long shadows across the library floor, the team cheered their first victory, a mock challenge completed without a single stumble. MathWhiz isn't just smart, Timmy realized aloud. It's like it understands us, like a friend who listens. Little did they know, the kingdom of numbers held deeper mysteries. Whispers from advanced users hinted at realms beyond basics. Probability palaces where chances flickered like fireflies, and algebra archipelagos of variables waiting to be solved. For Timmy and his friends, the adventure was only beginning. A tapestry of trials and triumphs, woven with the threads of curiosity and code. And so, under the watchful stars of Willowbrook, the Willow Warriors prepared for the quest, armed not with swords, but with the unyielding power of understanding, guided by an AI that turned the impossible into the inevitable.